Hello, everyone. I'm Katie from the NWT Literacy Council, and I'm happy to join you all for our third Facebook Live in celebration of NWT Literacy Week, which is all of this week. This year, for NWT Literacy Week, we are celebrating the 30th anniversary of the NWT Literacy Council. We are very proud to be celebrating such a milestone. And as part of that, we've decided to bring back a few of our old events that we haven't run in a few years as a bit of a kind of a flashback to some old classics. So one of those events is our Northern Rights writing contest. And the idea to bring this event back actually came from my colleague, Colleen Hardesty, who does our youth programming here at the NWT Literacy Council. And when she was a child, she actually was one of the participants in Northern Rights and is published in one of our Northern Rights books. So she had the idea to bring back this event that she remembered from being a kid. And it's been really fun for me the last few days. I've read through a few of the different stories. There's over 700 stories in these books that spanned from 1992 to the last year that the contest was held in 2002. So the contest has not run in 18 years, and we're very excited to be bringing it back in celebration of our 30th anniversary. So I'm just going to let you know about the contest, and you're actually going to have the next 2 months to participate and join in with any writing that you would like to do. So, to go over the contest, like I said, it's launching today, and you're going to have until June 30th of 2020 to submit your writing. So we thought that with so many families and adults home right now with the COVID-19 physical distancing, that this might be a fun activity to do. If you're looking for something to do, you could practice some writing. I know I personally haven't done any creative writing in a long time, so I'm looking forward to playing around and doing a bit of writing myself. There's going to be 5 age categories for the contest. The first one is a family category, which is for children 0 to 6 and their parents to do together. This one is what I'm really excited about. My kids are 2 and 4. And so this will be kind of a fun one for us to do. And the idea is that children 2 or under 6 can draw the illustrations and then work with their parent or a guardian, an older sibling, to write the story. So very excited about that category. There's also a few categories for school-age children. So there'll be a category for 7 to 10-year-olds, 11 to 15-year-olds, and then 16 to 29, and then all adults 30 and over. So each of the categories will be judged just amongst that set age group, and we will be choosing the top 5 in each category to be published in the 2020 30th anniversary edition of our Northern Rights book. So if you enter and you're chosen as one of the top 5 stories, you will become a published author. The top 5 who are selected to be in the book, of them, the number 1 story in each category is going to win a $100 gift certificate to the Yellowknife Bookseller, who have been a supporter of the Literacy Council throughout our 30 years. So we're really excited to purchase the prizes through them. And if you live outside of Yellowknife and you win, then the NWT Literacy Council will cover your shipping of your books that you purchase with your gift certificate. The other 4 in each category are going to win an NWT Literacy Council swag package. So depending on the age of the winner and what you might be interested in having, you might get a Literacy Council bag or a neck warmer, a mug. We have lots of different swag that we can share with you. So some of the things to keep in mind in entering the contest is you will need to submit a official entry form and a release form, and that gives us the ability to publish your story, the release form. Both of those are available on our website, which I will provide the link to below. And you can either print off and fill in the PDFs, or there's also a link on our website to a Google form, so you can do the form right online. So the entries must be original. Anything that comes as plagiarism or not original stories will not be accepted. Only unpublished material will be accepted. So if you already are a published author, you can still submit your stories. They just can't be stories that have already been published. And you can submit your story in any of the NWT's 11 official languages. So English, French, and any of the 9 Indigenous languages as well. We just ask that if you're submitting in a language other than English, if you can just provide us an English kind of synopsis of your story, and then we will verify the translation as well. Your story can be on any topic and in any form. So it could be a short story, it could be a poem, it could be kind of an essay if you wanted to do something nonfiction. The topic and the form are totally up to you. You're able to send in more than one entry. However, you'll only receive one prize. And your story must be emailed to us so that we have it in digital copy, and can be no longer than 5 pages so that we're able to put everything together. The contest is open to all residents in any community in the NWT. And like I said, if somebody outside of Yellowknife wins, we can make sure that you get your books shipped to you from the bookseller. And does anybody have any questions about the contest? If you do, you can just post them as a comment below. If we have any former participants who are published in the first 10 books of Northern Rights who would like to see their story again, please feel free to reach out to us and we will send you your story. It'll have to be as a picture. But I've had a few people reach out and they've been enjoying rereading the stories that maybe they wrote as children or as younger adults. And if former participants would like to read their story as a video, and then we could share it with other people, kind of help them see what stories have already been published, then we would also love to help set that up. So Paul's question is, are there any page or size limitations? The page limitation is 5 pages, double-spaced. So some of the highlights from the first 10 years, Richard Van Camp, who is a long-standing friend of the Literacy Council, was published in the first 2 Northern Rights books, and they both came out before his first novel. So we were one of the first people to publish him. Also, there's 2 NWT Literacy Council staff who, before they were Literacy Council staff, were featured in the books. So like I said, Colleen Hardesty, who currently works here, was in when she was a child. And then Marianne Bromley, who has retired from the Literacy Council, also had been featured in a few of the different years before she was a staff member. As well, yesterday as I was going through, I found a story written by Adriana, the executive director of Ilitaksinik, the Nunavut Literacy Council, that she had written as a child. So I shared that with her as well. And over the 10 years, there was over 700 different poems, stories, and essays published, which is pretty amazing. And one of the cool things too, when NWT Literacy Council was first formed in 1990, Nunavut and NWT were still one territory as the Northwest Territories. So the first collections of stories up until and including 1999, actually feature stories from all over both what is now Nunavut and NWT. And then in 1999, when Nunavut separated, is when Ilitaxiniq was formed as its own literacy council. So then the stories past then are just within the NWT. So it's really interesting too to see all of the stories. The font format. The font format will be in the rule sheet that I share, Paul, and it's size 12 font, double spaced. And we'd like to say a special thank you to Charlotte Babicki, who was one of our original board members. She actually helped form the Literacy Council 30 years ago. And she was the lead editor for Northern Rights for the 10 years that it existed. So we're excited to bring this activity back that Charlotte has started 28 years ago, I guess. Sorry. Then, like I said, I will post the link here in the comments for the rules and release forms. And you can either print those out or there is also the link to a Google form to fill them out online. Any stories that are emailed to us need to have the forms either attached with it or let us know that you have submitted the Google form and we will be able to link those up. If you have any questions over the 2 months of the contest, please feel free to reach out to the NWT Literacy Council either here on Facebook or at our general email address, which is nwtliteracy@nwtliteracy.ca, and I'll also share that in the comments. We have many more events happening throughout the rest of the week. This Literacy Week has been a bit of an interesting change for us to go from our big in-person events and supporting community groups to run events in other communities as well. But it's been really great connecting with you all online as well. So we have 2 week-long events. One is our activity challenge. There's 15 different activities that we're encouraging NWT residents to do and then submit photos or videos of. And if you complete all 15, then your household will be entered in a draw for a bookseller gift certificate. And again, if it's somebody outside of Yellowknife, we will help get the book shipped to you. We also have a week-long online book club where you can share reviews of different books. And I think so far there's already 6 or 7 different reviews on there, and they go right from children's board books to adult books as well. So we look forward to hearing from every age group. Tomorrow, Wednesday, April 22nd, is another of our flashback or our throwback events, and it's Read for 30. So many of you may remember in the past we've had Read for 15 during NWT Literacy Week, which was an event to encourage NWT residents to read for 15 minutes and then let us know that they had done that. And it was a friendly competition between ourselves at NWT Literacy Council and Ilitaxiniq, the Nunavut Literacy Council. And we stopped doing this a few years ago, and we've decided to bring it back this year and reinvent it as Read for 30 since we're 30 years old. So we encourage everyone in the NWT to read for 30 minutes tomorrow. And that could be reading emails for work, could be kids doing schoolwork at home, could be story time together or sharing a new graphic novel that you've just found. Any form of reading that you do for 30 minutes counts. And you can then let us know online by using the hashtag readfor30NWT or email us at nwtliteracy@nwtliteracy.ca to let us know how many people in your household read for 30 minutes. Now this year, Ilitaxiniq is also joining us, as well as Yukon Literacy Coalition has joined us as well. So it is a friendly competition between ourselves and both of our Northern Literacy Council partners. So we are hoping that NWT will come out ahead with the highest percentage of residents reading for 30 minutes. Also, tomorrow's live event is Science Fun with Jeremy, and he's going to teach kids how to blow up a balloon using a pop bottle, some vinegar, and baking soda, as well as how you could use that pop bottle to make a rocket. So if you're looking for something sciencey to do with if you're homeschooling your kids, then there's a great activity. On Thursday, Karen was going to teach you how to make her family recipe of granola, which I'm very excited about. My kids are flying through granola bars, so I'm very excited to just make it myself. On Friday, Colleen's going to teach you some vocal warm-ups and a sing-along with her ukulele. And then on Saturday, Steph is going to do a toothy story time in celebration of both NWT Literacy Week and Oral Health Month. And she'll be sharing this special book that was funded by the government of the Northwest Territories to help promote oral health oral health practices at home. So that's another special one. So thank you all for joining me, and thank you for participation across all of the different events that we're hosting this week. And we hope that you're enjoying them. So happy NWT Literacy Week to you all.